Yeah, we don't have any more room on this computer. Come on, who does that? Um, okay, guys. So thank you for coming. It's another week in Patient Stream, another training, and today we have a really cool funnel. Obviously, we're going to go over the spinal decompression funnel. That's what we're doing today, and it's probably one of my favorites and probably one of our top performers. So I'm excited to go over that today. I do have a couple things that I wanted to cover before that. Let me see here. Okay, so I have an exciting announcement to make, and we've been asked by a lot of people. So we are rolling out an affiliate program next Thursday. All right, we'll have details for you on how it works, but we've had a lot of people reach out and say, hey, we really like what Patient Stream is doing. We love what's going on. How can we get involved and maybe even get compensated for that? So we're excited. It's coming next Thursday. We'll make the announcements, the details, everything will happen on that. So I hope you guys are excited about that because, it'll be a way for you to make money to even pay for your entire membership potentially, or, your membership. So that'll be great, but it'll also allow you to join us as we kind of grow this thing and really be a part of what is now really becoming a movement. So that's exciting. Hopefully you guys are all excited. You do need to be, all this, we like to engineer this to where we're rewarding people that are there live. Okay. So I would recommend that you are there live. Just like now today, you're here live, and I've been getting messages actually from people. Heather, if you want to check the Patient Stream support box, I keep getting messages of people that didn't get the registration link somehow. So I'm not sure how that happened. Thank you. I'm not sure how that happened, but we'll deal with that as we go. So, but showing up live is a really big deal. One, because it provides you context as we go through these different things. I want you to understand them. And also, if you have questions, ask your questions. So the affiliate program will be next Thursday. And we're going to do the details as far as how much it will be, the structure, all that kind of stuff next Thursday at the beginning of the training. So be there if you wouldn't mind. We love you. The coupon code that we've been using, it will end that Thursday. So, a lot of you guys are obviously, if you're here and you've already taken advantage of Patient Stream, then that's no problem for you. You've already got that. You probably have noticed in your Patient Stream account on the bottom right-hand corner, the actual help box has changed. So I know whenever we change things, people tend to not freak out, but get a little concerned. So don't worry, that is there for a reason. It's a new piece of software that we're integrating into Patient Stream to allow us to accelerate the implementation of the automated Facebook ads, which we are getting very, very, very close to. So we already have the beta group filled. So, and if you, we haven't reached out to everybody in the beta group. So if you haven't been contacted, it doesn't mean that you're not in the beta group. It just means we haven't contacted you yet. So we have the beta group filled. So thank you so much for everybody who was willing to be a part of that and reached out to us. So we appreciate that. So that's coming. It's on track. It's on schedule. We're looking again 2, 3, 4 weeks down the road. Instead of 4 to 6, we're on track. So that is looking very good. In fact, I will tell you, maybe sharing too much, but I will tell you that we built the first campaign this week, and it's running. It's going on our systems, and it's looking very good. So we're excited. That's good. The app is still an approval process. I don't know how long it takes, but it's the app. There will be, if you missed last week's training, there will be an app for Patient Stream, which is awesome because on the go, you can two-way text, even call. You can do a lot of the things that you can't do everything from the app, but you can do a lot of the things from the app that you can do from your Patient Stream dashboard, which will give you guys flexibility. It will allow you to engage with people more quickly. So, so that's going to be great. And I'm not in my office today. So you probably noticed it has been, for anybody that has kids, I have 4 of them. For anybody that has kids, you've probably known that this quarantine thing has been a fun struggle. So I have decided to take my kids to Lake Powell. And so we live in Boise. We've driven up to Utah. I stopped in Utah to do this, and then we're going to go up to Lake Powell. So anyway, so that's why I am not in my office today. So without further ado, today we're going to jump into the spinal decompression funnel and website. So this one does have a website, and I'm going to walk you through that. As far as rule protocols, grab that, either the chat or the Q&A. Heather will be manning those. If there's any questions that she can answer on the fly, she'll answer those in those appropriate places. I will stop at different places to have her either chime in or look at those. And if you do want to, so this is a webinar framework. If you do want me to bring you on so you can ask an audio question, just go ahead and I believe you can raise your hand. Let me see. Nope, just go ahead. You can raise your hand on the participant level, and I'd be happy to bring you on and answer any questions you have if you want to get on live with me. All right, are you guys ready to go? In the chat, let me know if you were there. I can't hear anything. My setup today is kind of not great, so let me know in the chat if you are ready to rock and roll. We getting chats there, Heather? People chiming in? Okay. All right. There they go. Awesome. I knew you guys were there. Okay. So let me move this over to the side. As is the case every week, Jacob has in your client account, Jacob has all of the ad copy, the ads, a video on how to set everything up, and then even how to set up the Facebook ads. So I'm going to walk you through really quick the actual ads. This one has a lot of iterations. Okay, so there are 3 basic buckets that we use for spinal decompression. If you notice, I'm wearing this little goofy forward, so don't let that bother you. I like to hear myself in this ear. So we have spinal decompression. We'll go ahead and open that up. That's the first category, if you will. That's something that we want to be able to test depending on what type of patients we're going after. So woman holding back, and you guys already know our style by now. Everything is going to look similar to this, right? Which, by the way, Jacob's not here today, so he's not going to be able to answer some of the tech questions. But I will tell you, about a year, 2 years ago, something like that, Jacob figured out that we could run ads like this. And it was a game changer. And not only because, obviously, it's cool to be able to put these ads up and have, the text on the screen, but it allowed us to actually get more data on the users, which allowed us to improve the actual response of the ads and the optimization. So when you guys look at these, you will see these are completely different than what anybody else does. We do. Some people say that you don't want your ads to look like ads. We disagree. We think your ads should look like polished ads, and that when people see them, they should see a variety of them, and that in and of itself is good enough to position your brand as professional and an expert. So we've got X-ray. So this is all in there for you. So again, we've got bulging disc, sciatica, spinal decompression. All right, and these perform very well. This funnel and this website perform very well for any of these conditions: bulging disc, sciatica, or decompression. All right. So there's the ad copy, and the ad copy pertains to whatever. If it's sciatica, it's going to be sciatica. All right. So there you go. How to set up the website. Now, I do want to say, so we do have a video on how to set up the Facebook campaign. So Jacob, it's a 10-minute video. Jacob walks you through the process of how to do it, how we set these up. Okay. So if you want to set up your own, you have a video that will show you how to do everything. Just hit play and pause and play and pause. You can totally do it, you guys, I promise. When the automation rolls out, you won't have to, but if you wanted to get something going sooner. All right, let's get let's get the funnels up. So this week we don't have a case study since we already went through and did the case study with the knee decompression. This is very similar. In fact, before we do that, I would like to direct you to the video on my YouTube channel. So you can find my YouTube channel just by searching my name in 25th West. And this video right here, spine and knee decompression offer. This is a 20-minute video, and it walks you through how I came up with that offer, why it is the way it is, and why it works. And so I want you guys to understand the why behind it. We're going to show you the funnel, but you should go through and watch this video because hopefully it'll give you some insight into how the offer works on a psychological level. Okay, so we discussed that in depth on this video. All right, go back. So let's start with the funnels, spinal decompression. So you will all have, by the end of the day today, you'll all have the funnel as well as the website in your account. So decompression, okay? And if you're watching for the first time today and you're thinking to yourself, this seems fast or this whatever, that folder that I opened up that is in your client account, that has a 3 to 6 minute walkthrough of this process, which you can pause, play. It's really easy. Okay, so as always, the first thing we want to do is when we come into this funnel, we want to update our URL, the website. Okay, in this case, the website that we have provided for you is www.getbackpainrelief.com today. I'm sorry, gettoday.com. All right, and if you are new to this, what you're going to do is you're going to come here. It won't be added in your account yet. You'll hit add and edit domains. And then you simply hit add new domain, put in getbackpainrelief.com, and you're done. All right, so we're going to go back to the funnel. Again, if you haven't done this before, there's a video in that folder that is, I think it's 3.5 minutes long. It's really easy to do. Hit pause, play, and just click and follow. All right. The more we do this, you guys, the more we understand how important it is to make a lot of these processes as plug and play as possible. So you're going to notice a couple of changes on this that are hopefully going to make this easier for you guys to implement. All right. And you're probably noticing also that when it comes to funnels, we only have a single funnel for spinal decompression. And the reason for that is we've never needed more than one. This thing works. It works time and again. So, so we're happy. So the first thing I'm going to do is I like to see, and we just learned this trick last week, I like to see what's actually on the site. Okay. And so we've got this embedded video and let me move my page or face here. We've got this embedded video here, and now we can see what's here. So really when we come in, you don't need to change the headline. You don't need to change this headline. The video's good to go. We always kind of want to check the box. So I always look at the pop-up box, just make sure that it's good. Okay, fill out the form to claim your free 2 spinal decompression sessions. Very good. So it is all done. So this thing, other than your logo and your address and your phone number, is ready to go. Okay, so as you notice, we want you guys to come in and put your own branding and things on that. So logo, address, and simply click on it. I have this video. Okay, click on it and then change whatever is there. All right, same with here. Click on the logo, scroll down to your image, click on that, update the logo that you have. Okay, easy peasy. Jacob showed me this thing the other day too, where you can actually click here and it'll show you both funnel steps without having to go back to the dashboards. So this time I'm going to go back to the dashboard just so you can see. So we would hit save, then back. We're going a little slow here. My apologies. Okay, so the opt-in funnel at this point is done. We're good to go. We hit thank you. We're going to go to the edit page on thank you. All right, let's go ahead and see what's on the page. All right, so we're going to update the logo. We're going to update all of our contact information and our hours. Okay, it's very similar. You guys have seen this before, very similar to what we've done before. And then this video is a great video of Nicole just saying, hey, thank you. We're going to set up your appointment. So this thing is plug and play, ready to go. This funnel seems extremely straightforward, and I promise you the beauty is in the simplicity. It works. It's beautiful. This thing works on Facebook. And again, we don't have really a need. We haven't had a need for a long form page. So we really only have a singular funnel for this one. And you guys, we are constantly iterating and practicing or testing different funnels. This one right now is working. So this works absolutely great. Heather, any questions so far that I need to be made aware of?
Hey Sam, yeah, I don't see any questions, but I also don't see any messages. I'm not sure if I'm seeing them or not, but on my end, you're good to go.
Okay, there's nothing in the Q&A. It doesn't look like, and I don't think there's anything in the chat. Okay, awesome. You guys, if you have any questions, let us know. We're gonna jump over to the website now. Again, if this is your first time on one of these trainings, we love funnels. Funnels are all the the excitement in digital marketing. But the reality is a funnel is just a website. Okay, a funnel is a website with a singular motive. Okay, and through our agency career, we have done a lot of funnels, but we also do a ton of websites. Okay, and we do websites because they perform primarily very good on Google. So a lot of these agencies that people are working with, they don't know how to use Google. They don't know the mentality of the difference. We've tested funnels on Google. We've tested so many different things on Google, and websites are what work the best when it comes to Google. All right. Once again, we do in your account folder. So if you go to 25thwest.com/account, all of the different funnels and conditions that we're offering to you guys are in there. So to set up this particular website, you simply just need to go in there, follow the steps. It again is a short video. It's less than 7 minutes. And see what we've got going. But here is what the website looks like. Okay, so you're going to go through, you're going to edit from top to bottom all the pertinent information. We make the copy in here, so the words and the images, hopefully plug and play. We do a lot of split testing and things like that. And so images and things like that, we can actually split test images and push those to your account as we go. So you really, when you come in here, you just want to make sure you're doing the basics. Okay, you're doing your phone number, you're doing your logo, and we'll go into these in just a second. But when you come down, you'll see, hey, this is the video we've seen before. Notice that video on Google, we put down the page. So the reason is because people on Google are looking for information. And so we want to extend an offer, not necessarily at the top. Sometimes we'll test that, but this particular funnel has done well with it just below the fold, which is where you see it here. Okay, so that video is live, good to go. Our advantages, Dr. Jacob Morris, you obviously want to update that with your information and your picture. Okay, you want to put your Google map there, and then your phone number there. Okay, patient reviews. Don't forget, we want to update the patient widget in your account, and we can go through that again if you guys would like. If you have, if you don't know how to do that, the video will walk you through it. And then, update insurance. If this is not right, then you'll want to update that and the information below. So One World Trade Center, your phone number, your front desk text, and then 2020, your business name, and then leave developed by 25th West Inc. there. Okay. So that is the first page of the website. Now, as you go in, I'm actually going to go into the editor. Okay, as you go in, obviously you're gonna click on these things and you're gonna change them out accordingly. Click on the phone number, change it out accordingly, and so on and so forth. This time we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna go to, we need to change the labeling on that. So we'll get that updated before we push it out to you guys. I noticed it said knee. So make sure that your hours are updated, okay? That's all you need to do there. Let's go ahead and preview this. And your map, okay, and your reviews. And basically the same things that you did before, okay? Yep, so your name, phone number, your address, don't need to do anything with this. And then basically what you've seen before. Okay, so you'll want to go through each one of these pages, and just check them. Once you've done that, this thing is good to go. Now, I did miss one step here, and I did it before, so that's why I missed it. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of here. This URL, it is the same URL, and when I say URL, the same website as the other one, getkneepainrelieftoday.com or getbackpainrelieftoday.com. All right. And that's already in there. But you'll need to, if you don't have it in here. Now, if you did the funnel first, that domain will be in your domain. So it'll show up here for you. So you just click, select it, and then you're good to go. All right. So, any other questions? I mean, this thing is, I got to tell you, one of the reasons I love this funnel is because, man, the thing works. And there are, I said on our last week's training, there are times when I'll get complaints about certain funnels, right? And that, like the neuropathy is an example of that. We do have times where we have to adjust and tweak that, but I hardly ever get complaints on spinal and knee decompression, and the lead cost is always reasonable, and we've been doing it for a very long time. So that is what I've got. Heather, any questions that I see some questions coming in. For whatever reason, I can't actually see them when I click on them.
Yeah, I can't see any either.
Well, let me hit stop share real quick, and then, okay, so I can see them now. So Jill says, I noticed on the knee that several of the videos say 47, but the other picture in the funnel says 49. When you're talking about the other picture in the funnel, Jill, where are you talking about? The video does say 47. The one we downloaded. Are you talking about the ads? Did the ads say 49? Okay, it's possible because we have split tested that. So if you have, Heather, can you make a note on that Jacob needs to update all the account files and make sure that there's none that say $49. It is $47.
Yep.
That's what it says. So I've got Patricia. Let's see here, Patricia, you want me to bring you on? I've got you raising your hand, it looks like. Go ahead, Patricia. You can unmute yourself. If you want. So Patricia said you raised your hand. Did you not raise your hand? let's see here. Oh, you don't have audio. Okay, go ahead and type your question into the chat there. If anybody else has a question, raise your hand or write in the chat. You'd like to ask a question. You did put your question into the Q&A. Let me see. Oh, can you show us how to incorporate the funnel and the website into an ad on Facebook? Okay, so we can potentially do that on another training. The reason that in order to do something like that, I would need to have access to somebody's Facebook account. And we have the accounts that we have access to right now would be proprietary. So somebody would have to say, hey, we're willing to show all that information. A lot of people are not, but this video right here, Patricia, this video right here walks you through it on how to do each step. And I'm sure, I know next week we're doing red light therapy, the walkthrough, but I'm sure in one of these meetings, one of these trainings, we'd be happy to just do a walkthrough. In fact, I'll put that on the agenda for maybe the week after, depending on what is already there. So, but this video, hopefully that's helpful enough to get you kind of moving. But really, when we're talking about integrating this and that, there's no integration, okay? Because all you have to do, in fact, he's showing how to target. All you have to do is put the website in there. So getbackpainrelief.com. Let me.
And you're not screen sharing it. Oh, you're not screen sharing anymore, Sam, just so you know.
Okay. So Patricia, let me show you how this works. When you put together a Facebook ad, okay, the ad that you put together and the words and the pictures are built inside of Facebook, okay? And we've given you those words, those pictures, everything, and you just download them and upload them to Facebook. It's really not terribly difficult, okay? Now, when you're talking about when people click on an ad, how to integrate or send them over, all you're doing is, let me show you. We're going to go to the funnel. All you're doing is you're going into Facebook and you're putting in that website right there. You just put that in, and when they click, it's going to take them to this page right here, right? And then once they've done that, everything else is handled by PatientStream. As long as you go through this setup process, there's nothing else you have to do. Okay, is that helpful at all? Or let me ask. So one of the reasons, obviously, the primary reason that we're doing the automated stuff is so that a lot of this stuff is hands off. You won't have to do that. But in the interim, would it be helpful for you guys to see us launch an actual Facebook campaign during one of these trainings? Let me know in the chat if that's of interest to you. Susan says yes. Michelle, okay, all right. Then I will put it on the docket. In order to do something like that, we would need access. And actually, Michelle, I think we already have access to your Facebook account, don't we? And if you're game, okay, would you be willing to let us launch any campaign into your? Okay, all right. So so Michelle and I will chat offline, and we'll find a time to when we can actually launch. Launch that. Next week, we are doing red light. I want to get through the macro funnels with Blueprint for a couple of reasons. One, that'll give you guys everything you need to kind of really get going and understand how it works. I do also want to go over the chiropractic one as well, because you guys are chiropractors, most of you, I think pretty much all of you, but you guys are chiropractors, and we added that funnel in there, but we've never gone over it. So I want to go over that as well. So maybe Michelle and I will talk. Maybe we do the chiropractic one as a test, and we do that. But Michelle and I will talk. But we want to get red light. I want to get chiropractic, and by that time, we're probably going to be talking about some event funnels, because we have event funnels you guys got to be doing. I mean, as soon as this whole COVID thing goes away, one of our really strong things is event funnels. So we want to make sure that you guys have those. And I didn't include an event funnel in the different conditions, because all of those funnels will kind of lump into one training. They all kind of work the same, and it's easy to get very distracted on these calls. And you know, this is a learning process for everyone, even for us teaching you guys. So we don't want to overwhelm people. Again, that's why those videos are in there. That's why we're doing these calls every week. So yeah, so event funnels are coming. We'll have basically, once we roll out all the blueprint funnels, then in one training, we'll roll out all the pertinent event funnels. So neuropathy, knee stuff, weight loss, whatever. Where are the videos on the account page? Okay, so I'm not a client, so I don't have an account page. But if you go to let's see here, www.25thwest, I'll put it in the chat, www.25thwest.com/account. Okay, if you go to that URL, that is where your payment information is and all that kind of stuff. And that's where you'll download those, all of the ads, all of the instructions on how to set this up. That's where you'll download all that information. So Todd, maybe test that link real quick and make sure that you can hop in there.
And just to clarify, those are found under the downloads section. So if you click on downloads after you've logged in, you'll be able to see all those.
Yes, correct. Any other questions? I will tell you guys, again, if you've heard me talk, I think I probably said that this was my favorite funnel, like back in week 1, the knee and the spinal decompression. They're just great funnels. They perform for so long. I feel very confident when I go in with that marketing, ad campaign, everything else, that it's just going to win. So you guys have it now. You have absolute access to it. So you've got some questions over in the question and answer section. I noticed the knees. I missed the first part. I don't see spinal decompression. Oh, so Jill, the actual funnels and websites are not in your accounts yet. So we do this training, and then once this training is completed, we push all those, because there's, obviously there's a couple things that need to be tweaked. So we push all those out by this afternoon to you. Am I missing the one we downloaded? Yes. Also, we live with the knee phone earlier. Our first 2 leads tell me they have no job and have no money. Is there a way to put an amount of money that people make in Facebook? Okay. I'm actually really, really, really glad that you asked that. And actually, for instance, we put a certain age. Is there a way to put, okay. I'm actually really glad that you asked that, because there is some misinformation about that whole process. So a lot of people want to filter away like broke people and things like that, which I totally understand. Okay, there's a couple different ways to think about this. One, either the funnel is too easy and you need to add some more friction to it. So maybe like that's not generally a problem with spinal decompression, but if, for example, if you were getting that response on knee decompression, instead of having the short funnel, go to the long funnel, right? Make them read, make them invest some time into what's going on. And this is not a free thing. They still have to pay $47. So hopefully that will help you. The urge to either increase the price of the offer or to do something on Facebook it would seem logical, but it's not the right move. Okay. First of all, in the prospecting mode, when we're trying to find new prospects, new patients, it's not a one-shot instance. It's a whole process. They opt in, They're getting messages, they're receiving phone calls, they're coming in, they're a fit, they're not a fit. So funnel marketing is not an answer to give you 100% fit. And I know you guys know that, but it's not going to give you 100% fit, and everybody that comes in is going to be a perfect, match for what you're doing. You'll have it to where you have the first 5 people coming in, they're all amazing, and then the next 5 are stinkers. And that's just the law of averages. So the one thing is no, on local marketing, we never filter by income or things like that. Now, and that's a couple reasons. The first reason is most of you live in an area where within a 5-mile radius of your practice, if you get 150 to 200,000 people, you're lucky. Okay. So Facebook works by giving it data. If you have 100,000 people within a 5-mile radius of your office, and then you filter people by income, you might end up with 15, 20,000 people, and you're thinking, oh, that's 15, 20,000 people that are loaded. This is great. The problem with that is it's almost like you're not giving Facebook enough data to do anything at all. It won't work. Okay. A lot of these people that talk about Facebook ads that you've heard them on podcasts, or maybe you've even bought a course, they're all talking about nationwide marketing campaigns. And where you're talking about that, yeah, you want to filter, you want to try and create the perfect avatar. But when you're doing local marketing for a brick and mortar store, no, you do not want to do that ever. You want to leave it wide open, and then you want to let our software do the rest. Okay. So, but by the way, that's in no means a criticism of the question. I'm so glad you asked it, because so many people, that's kind of the practical or the logical line of thought that you would want to do that, but it actually does the opposite. It stops showing your ads to people. So that was good. Okay, so Mike says, broke people and not broke people all have knee pain, so collecting their data will only help with building more effective audiences and knee pain attributes and other niches. That's absolutely right. And, I think a lot of this too comes down to, I mean, obviously if they don't have, if they're homeless, and there are legitimate circumstances where people are not going to be able to do that. And partially, one of these things that I've noticed too is, so where I live in Meridian, Idaho, if you draw a 5-mile radius around me, it's middle America. Okay. It's people with good jobs. So if I'm marketing in that geographic area, I'm not going to have the same problem as if you go like 20 miles to the west of me, there's a town called Greenleaf. And it's people that are poor, more poor. And so if you have a chiropractic clinic in an area like that, then it's just going to happen more to you. That seems very straightforward and easy, but that's the truth. So the algorithm is not a sniper rifle. It's not going to find the perfect person the way you think, the way these people sell you that it does. So again, awesome question, Jill. I mean, I know, by the way, so many people have that question. So thank you so much for asking it. Okay. Check it out, but thought I would ask the question. Yeah. So is this for knee decompression as well, Jill? It is. Okay. So there's a couple of considerations that I would, if I was looking at it, I would want to know. So one of the things is, what is my cost per lead? How much am I spending on a lead? All right. If it's super low and you're getting like really crappy results, then yeah, I might switch the short funnel to the long funnel, because I don't know about you, but I would rather pay more for a lead, but have it be maybe a person that's just a little bit more filtered by the amount of content that they're consuming. Does that make sense? So so there's a couple things I would be looking at. If the opt-in rate is like 40, 50%, I would probably, this sounds crazy, but I would probably want to bring the opt-in rate down a little bit. So I would add friction. I'd probably switch over to the longer form funnel. Or again, in my mind, I might even switch over to the website. Now, Jacob probably wouldn't do that because we like to get a lot of leads. But just in my mind of thinking, if they're coming way too cheap, then, and I'm getting like shoddy results, then I would probably shift some things up. But here's another thing. If you launch a campaign, don't touch that thing for 4 days. Leave it alone. All right? Because what's happening is you put that new campaign, Facebook is an algorithm. It's a neural network. It's thinking. It's using the variables. And also make sure you don't have just one ad. Make sure you don't just have a $5 a day budget. If you have the adequate budget, if you give it enough variation in ads, then don't touch it for 4 days. Let the algorithm do its thing. And it might stink it up day 1, day 2. It might. But give it 4 days. Don't touch it. And then when you come back, that data will actually mean something to you. All right? So, yeah, and you know, and then the other thing I want to see, so yeah, let it go for a couple weeks, you know, and let it and see how it goes. But certainly if you get, you know, another week or two and you're getting a lot of leads, and I know there's just a lot of different pieces, like how much are you spending a day? You know, are you spending $5 a day? Because people don't know this, but Facebook is an auction. So that means if you're competing poorly in the auction, they're going to give you the most poor responders. They will do that. So you might even do it to where, hey, if you have $500 marketing budget in the month, spend that $500 in 10 days and you'll get better response. Okay. And then just take the rest of the month off. Any other questions? What's the best computer to do all this on, PC or Mac? Oh boy, Todd, come on, man. Jacob's a PC guy. I'm a Mac guy. What do you use right now? Because honestly, I can't even remember. You use both. Come on, man. Pick a team. If you use both, honestly, I would choose a Mac. And the reason is the reason, from my perspective, the reason PC guys like PCs is because there's a lot more access to code, customizing. There's a lot more back-end access. If you want things that are already figured out in the back end and you want more front-end implementation, so, you know, I mean, like none of that crap, Mac is where it's at. So I like Mac. I've been on a Mac for 3 or 4 years and I will never go back. Mac for personal, PC for EHR. Yeah. I mean, that's a good question. Because I know your EHRs run on, most of them run on, actually, I don't operate an EHR, so I don't really know what their functionality is, but I would imagine they build them Mac compatible now because, you know, we're too far into this thing, you know, we're too far into the technical aspect of life. Any other questions? Oh, does it not work for ChiroTouch? They need to get with the times. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so as we kind of wrap up here, I wanted to just reiterate a couple things. One, you know, we love you guys. We appreciate you. Thank you for showing up. Tuesday, Heather does an onboarding call. We're refining that process as well. Our goal of the onboarding call is just to make sure that everybody, as far as their account and everything like that, they're set up. They know how it works. They can start using the campaigns. They can start doing all that kind of stuff. So that's the goal of those Tuesday meetings. You're welcome to come and come again. You're welcome to ask questions. And so that's what we do every Tuesday. And that is at 8 o'clock Pacific, 10 Central. Is that right, Heather?
Yes.
Okay, 8 o'clock Pacific, 10 Central. Heather's Pacific time, so anyway. Yeah, so that's what we do on Tuesdays. Thursdays, next Thursday, we're doing red light. So another training just like this. And one of these days, I'm going to come in, I'm going to say, all right, we're launching the beta. Here we go. And we're getting really close to that. I have no doubt that that thing is going to be a game changer. We look at it together as a team every week. We're bringing in additional resources. In fact, we brought in an additional developer this week to help accelerate the process. So we're excited for that. And, you know, again, the affiliate program. So if you came in late, I know when we started, we had a big group of people come in a little bit late. If you did not hear this, we are launching an affiliate program next Thursday. So the details to that affiliate program will be outlined in the first part of the training. We'll go over the whole thing. We'll show you how you can become an affiliate, what it compensates, what all that looks like. And I'm really excited for it. I think you guys will be excited for it. And especially based on a lot of the feedback that we've been getting. Sorry we didn't have any music this week. Again, we're going on vacation. I'm going to be gone for the weekend. So Heather, Jacob, Stephanie, and the team, they got you guys covered. Any other questions before we go? Anything I missed, Heather?
Yeah, I don't see anything.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. Thank you so much for coming. And thank you for your feedback as always. We appreciate it. And we're updating a lot of the cool stuff, the support, the questions, all that to make the experience easier and better for you. So thank you for your support, for your help. And we will see you when we see you. I mean, we'll see you next Thursday, but we'll see you maybe Tuesday. All right, guys. See you later. Have a great week.